In this video, I'm going to talk about XEN Crypto, which is a free airdrop for everyone, and you don't have to do anything to actually claim it. The only thing you have to do is to go to the website and pay for the gas for the transaction. It's primarily launched on Ethereum, but they have a bunch of other chains where you can work through and basically claim free tokens. So let's start and let's see what is really XEN Crypto. What you're looking at right now is the light paper, but I'm going to start with the website. If you go to the website, which is xen.network, you're basically able to see that there are a bunch of supported networks, Ethereum being the main one. That was the first launch, but you have also Binance, Polygon, Avalanche, Ethereum POW, Moonbeam, Avmos, Phantom, and Dogechain. And they keep adding on new chains, I think, because I think like the last time I checked was just a bunch of them. If you go to the dashboard with Dash, you can see well, this is my global rank and what I can claim, active minters. So the first thing is XEN Crypto is a social project. This is like anyone can claim the XEN, and basically there's an amount of time you have to wait. The more you wait, the more crypto you get. There's no intrinsic value in the first phase. The value will accrue while there will be more and more people onboarded. Plus, the value will accrue if community will start to build something around XEN Crypto and will find mechanisms to actually burn some of the tokens. So this is what will it be interesting. So in this dashboard, you see how many people are staking, how many minters are there waiting for their XEN token to unlock, total transactions, time since Genesis, so since it was possible to mint. Now, if you go to mint, you'll see this thing. So this is my global rank, which is pretty low. Then you have term days, and you can enter something like, I don't know, like 25 days and then 24 days, and you can start minting. And after that time, you'll be able to claim your XEN, and that's it. Basically, you just pay for you pay for the for the minting, and you get it. You can change the chain on which you're minting. That's also possible. Now, if you have some XEN already, or either you bought it, you'll be able to stake it. The APY is pretty high at 20%. I guess the way they make it really is there's no cap on how many tokens there are, so they can always print more tokens, and printing these tokens will actually go to paying the stakers. You can see what are the events in the network in the last in the last minute, so people are claiming. You can see the chart of the events and the portfolio. So my tracked accounts, because you can only, I think, mint once on a given account, but you can of course have multiple accounts and claim your free XEN from those accounts. So as you can see, the only term here that you're giving is how many days you're willing to wait to get your free XEN, and the more days you give, the bigger will be your reward. So that's one important thing. Now, the second thing is that there's only a limited amount of time after this period that you'll be able to claim it. I think like 7 days. After 7 days, you get a penalty, which is 99%. Before 7 days, depending on like how many days you wait, it'd be either 1% penalty or well, 99%. That's the maximum. There's really a cool article about what is XEN on CoinGecko. I probably will link that down below. The key takeaway is that, well, if you've been watching Etherscan, then XEN Crypto is in the top 5 gas guzzlers. If I were to go it right now, we're in the 2nd of November. You can still see it at number 5. So this Etherscan gas tracker, so you can see what different smart contracts are doing. Well, actually, it's on the coin tool, it's XEN Batch Minter, it's number 1. So I guess this is some kind of a wrapper around XEN. So a lot of people are really trying to mint XEN in multiple ways. There's another batch minter here, as you can see, MCT XEN Batch Minter. So this is actually pretty interesting. Probably this is some kind of a tool that allows you to mint at the same time from multiple wallets. Pretty cool. So yeah, so this is one of the top gas guzzlers. So it was interesting to see what XEN Crypto is really about. Going back to the article, so as you can see, at its peak, almost 50% of Ethereum's block size was consumed by a new crypto project known as XEN, topping the burn leaderboard and leading to an increase in ETH gas prices. So launched on ETH October, and since then there's been a steady downward trend for the supply of ETH that outstripped its current supply growth. Okay, a bunch of things. So who founded XEN? Basically, this is like a semi-docs team, well, basically run by Fair Crypto Foundation, backed by Jack Levin. He's the one who's dogs here, and he was one of the first Google employees, which makes a cool story. So XEN impact is basically, well, decreasing the amount of ETH, because if we have more paid in gas, then actually ETH will decrease. I think the point where ETH decreases is deflationary, is something around 15 GUI. It's around 8 right now, which is pretty low. So going back to the text, since the merge, there's a lot of about how ETH is deflationary, and there's a short guide how to mint it. I've shown you basically choosing the network, connecting the wallet, and then clicking on the mint for XEN. You'll be able to start minting, and you just put the term, put how many days you want to wait. And then after that, you'll be able to claim. You have how many days you have left, and then you can claim and stake right away. So this is cool. This is the penalty that I've mentioned, that after 7 days you get, well, 99% off your rewards. So it should probably be on a day, put it in your calendar, and then claim it on the day it should be claimed. This is how it's supposed to be. I guess this is one of the mechanisms for making people participate in the project, not forget it, and just try to use it as well. I think with this mechanism of actually anyone can mint anything, it's really crucial to have community involved and people building around XEN. This is the way to actually build the value. So this is really interesting project. Everything depends on like how people will build on it and build around it, how the Fair Crypto Foundation will build on it. As you can see, the price for now was falling down. You can also see here, well, there was a huge growth recently, but from the start, 12 October, it was at the top and then going down. But in the last 14 days, we had this bump here with all the other crypto as well. So it might be interesting. Going back, is it safe? Well, it seems like the claiming the token is safe. As far as I can tell, I was trying to do it. And well, nothing but really happened. But generally speaking, this is a social project. And XEN founder is not anonymous, but XEN itself, the other people on the team are anonymous, I guess. So to some extent, the team is not doxed. Really interesting concept though, because it starts from the very beginning saying that it has no intrinsic value and that people should be the value should be accrued over time with people involved in the community. Also, I really like the idea that it's supposed to be fair. So there are no VCs, no investors. There's no, well, of course, the team probably will be able to accrue some of the tokens because they started minting them before everyone else. But that's fair compared to, like Bitcoin also was mined by Satoshi Nakamoto and the people involved in the community. So that's fair when it comes to free means. In their white paper that I'm now showing you, this is the light paper. They talk about like how there's no cap, but how the whole curve of inflation is actually logarithmic in nature, which means that the rate of growth would be smaller and smaller, a little bit like well, most of the tokens right now are trying to be deflationary in some form. So even though or at least not be inflationary. So even though you have the tokens that are, the number of tokens is growing, there's no cap. However, the growth is slower and slower over time. So initial supply, no initial supply. I thought this is also pretty interesting concept. And there's a bunch of rewards. And there's a general compute on how your global rank is multiplied by a bunch of factors in order to arrive at how many tokens you will get in the end. well, this is like the just multiplication formula with a bunch of factors in it. So nothing too crazy to consider. Term limits, they basically explain why and how you're getting the reward you're getting for minting. This is like the free mint term limit. You can see how many days you should wait to get the tokens. And after there's a staking, there's this penalty diagram that was also on the CoinGecko article. Yeah, so there's the APY also on the number of days staking, and you can see how it changes over time. Yeah, so there's everything is explained. Basically, it's deployed on the Ethereum mainnet, the whole token itself, open sourced, modeled on ERC20. This is the standard fungible token standard on Ethereum. And basically, the whole idea behind that is imitating Satoshi Nakamoto ideas. So this is it for the XEN Crypto. You can go to xen.network. It's really interesting. I wanted to leave it on here on this channel because a lot of people are searching for more information about XEN Network and XEN Crypto. It's definitely in the top 5 transactions, as you can see by the gas usage. So there's a lot of people interested in minting still XEN. But we'll see. Like, you shouldn't expect that this will make you a millionaire from start. This is a free crypto token that you can get easily, so anyone can mint that. You just pay for the gas. So definitely wait for the moment where the gas is low, like 8 GWI, 9 GWI, like it is right now. This is pretty low, so you can definitely mint it. So if you want to mint it, just treat it as something you probably will lose or have little value. However, there's definitely a chance if the team will keep on building, if there's like a more community around, because this is all about the social. So XEN Crypto is all about the social and making it into a great community. Really interesting concept. Wanted to cover it on my channel. So if you want to have more news like that on XEN Crypto or other airdrops, follow me and see you in the next episode.